Hello, my name is Griffted, and this is the road to a world record TA Pink Rathian using the hunting horn. TA, or time attack, is a very strict set of rules that excludes the use of things like mantles, palicos, boosters, and even certain skills like heroics and fortify. The quest I've chosen is Pretty in Pink, and sees you fighting the Pink Rathian in the Wildspire Waste. There are currently no hunting horn TA runs for the Pretty in Pink quest on the TA wiki, and the quest isn't even listed on speedrun.com, so obtaining the world record will be easy. Beyond that, I had a secondary goal of obtaining the world's first sub 3 minute Wildspire Waste Pink Rathian using the hunting horn and TA rules. I decided to use the Empress Roar Styx hunting horn for this fight, for the sharpness management, the easily cued song Wind Pressure Negate, but mostly because I'm very comfortable with this horn. Here's the set I used. With all that out of the way, let's talk about the opening strategy I developed and used for this quest. Pink Rathian spawns at the waterfall located in Area 1. I discovered that if you mount Pink Rathian, then quickly dismount her, that will trigger her to leave the waterfall and go to the area in front of Camp 1. This revelation provided me with some consistency. I knew if I got the mount in the waterfall, she will leave and 99% of the time go in front of Camp 1. We spawn in and take a Mega Demon Drug. This item boosts your attack for the entire duration of the fight, so it's optimal to take it now, but we hold off on the Might Seed and Demon Powder till later. We run towards the waterfall. I stop at the red pit bushes to play my songs. I then use this rock to avoid water traversal and jump to the Pink Rathian sunbathing rock. We initiate the fight on her back left leg, then put out a hilt stab. This allows us to have a song already stocked in our song queue to later use as ammunition. Upon getting hit, Pink Rathian will jump to the other side of the rock, then put out a roar. Her roar is almost the exact same as regular Rathians and can be easily rolled through. My advice is to wait longer than you think you need to wait on the roll. After the roar, we throw out a super pound on the side of her head. If everything goes according to plan, you should be near the ledge of the sunbathing rock. Roll out of the super pound towards a ledge to initiate an aerial attack, and you'll get the mount. The mount is the most important thing we do in this setup because we avoid her second roar and we tell the AI of Pink Rathian to go to the area in front of Camp 1. We dismount her as soon as we possibly can. While falling out of the air, you land another aerial strike. As soon as we dismount, we start running to the front of Camp 1. Pink Rathian will follow suit or usually be there before you. On the way out of the waterfall, take your Might Seed and Demon Powder now. Before we move into the mid-game of the fight, let's discuss some of Pink Rathian's moves and how best to deal with him as the hunting horn player. Same as normal Rathian, Pink Rathian has a quick bite. This causes a soft knockdown. Pink Rathian, however, always follows up the quick bite with a small charge, even if she doesn't connect with the quick bite. The best way to deal with this move is to punish the second attack from Pink Rathian. Move away from her. Wait for the second attack, then throw out a backslam to punish, or a draw attack if your weapon is sheathed. Pink Rathian actually has 3 fireballs. One version, she shoots 1 normal fireball directly at you. This usually only happens when the player is coming from waterfall and she notices you. She has a triple fireball, which she uses most frequently. It goes forward, then her right, and then her left. It's easy to read, and you can punish with a super pound or backslam or neutral recital for free. Her last fireball is a super fireball. She can throw this out quite liberally after she reaches a certain damage threshold. She takes a big deep breath in and walks back a couple steps before firing it, so it's easy to read. The fireball explodes on impact and has a large radius. To avoid, simply move forward towards Pink Rathian and punish like a regular fireball. Her triple charge is just like the normal Rathians. It can be difficult to punish, especially in a TA setting where we have no flash bods or traps or bombs to use at our disposal. The best thing to do is move out of the way and wait for it to finish. However, you can flinch or KO her out of a stampede. Use neutral recital and slap her out of the run. Please note, this is not a guaranteed strategy. Out of all the times I did this, about 50% of the time, it worked. You really have to read Pink Rathian. If you think she's close to a KO or a stagger, it might be worth risking. Again, it's not guaranteed, so use at your own discretion. She has two different backflips. Both are easy to see coming. The problem is which version of the flip is she going to throw out. The easy one to avoid is the normal backflip. She moves in a straight line and can be easily avoided and punished with a neutral circle, back slam, or forward slam. The other version is more difficult to dodge. She could throw her tail to her right or left side and it covers a large wide area. It's difficult to avoid, but you punish the same way you do as the normal backflip. The good news is both versions of the backflip can be evaded through with proper timing, though it is very strict. It's vital in this matchup to punish these backflips with damaging strikes to the head. This will cause her to fall to the ground and gives the hunter a huge opening for damage. I preferred punishing with neutral circle. It has a long reach and can be followed up with a super pound or back slam depending on the situation. You can use scratches on the ground to help guide you to where you need to be, only if she does the regular backflip though. Go to the farthest end of the scratches, then throw out your move and you will usually connect with her head. If she does her wild backflip, the scratches can be very misleading and can mess with your spacing. During the mid game of the fight, we're playing a 1-for-1 game, meaning she throws out a move, you avoid it, and then you throw out a move. Rinse and repeat. The variables that change the 1-for-1 formula are flinches, trips, knocking her out of the sky, and KOs. Luckily, her head is a massive weak spot. Once it's broken, she receives an increased chance to flinch. Punish these flinches with furious strikes. It's important to take advantage of any opportunity she gives you for damage. On topples or KOs, prioritize recitals and encores for optimal damage. Try to use proper positioning to ensure you get a forward encore or back encore. If you need to use a left or right encore for better positioning, then that's perfectly acceptable. I utilized Flourish Cancels during this fight as well, which works to benefit the horn that I used, the Empress Roar Styx. Forward circle, then rolling before the second hit of the Flourish, allows you to throw out a quick move and react to what the Pink Rathian is doing. If I wasn't sure what Pink Rathian was going to do next, I would use a Flourish Cancel and then reposition accordingly. Flourish Canceling is a great tool for this matchup because Rathian Stampede can come out instantly, and the Flourish Cancel allows you to get damage with little risk. Feel free to use recitals liberally throughout the fight, but save your encores for when she's downed. After 2 Dragon Pods have dropped though, it might be worth the risk to use encores as much as you can to close out the fight. It's okay to get tagged by a stampede, just do your best to avoid getting hit again or getting caught in the vortex of doom. Getting hit by a quick bite or a stampede once isn't a run killer, but getting hit by a backflip usually is. Also note that after the first KO, she will almost always roar. This is a vital roar to either interrupt with a flinch or roll through, so make sure you have the roar dodge timing down. Keep an eye out for Pink Rathian to drop her Dragon Pods on the ground. After 2 pods, she's going to be near death. After 3 pods, she will begin limping away to try and flee the area. Ideally, once 2 or 3 Dragon Pods are on the ground, you want to topple her. Use recitals and encores while down to close it out. Be aware of how many Dragon Pods are on the ground, and weigh your options accordingly. For me personally, once 2 Dragon Pods were on the ground, I threw caution to the wind and went all out, using as many risky recitals and encores and ill-advised super pounds as I could. If I got punished, I would just reset and try again. If any hunters are interested in beating my run, I have some tips for you. Firstly, I think using this Master's Touch Behemoth set with Deep Vero will net you better damage and a faster kill time. I messed up the opening waterfall area on my final run by missing the final aerial attack on the dismount, so that's easy damage you can make up. I got pegged twice on my run as well, so definitely not getting hit will speed up your kill time. At the end of the day, I ran this quest for about 7 hours over the course of 2 days. I finished with a time of 2:57:45, reaching both of my goals, setting the world record and obtaining the world's first Wildspire Waste Pink Rathian sub 3 minute hunting horn TA hunt. Wow, that was a mouthful. I hope this video gave you some insight into a Pink Rathian hunting horn speedrun, and as always, keep playing that sweet chin music, boys.